Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sonsomi. And this is episode 0 of this second season. Sorry. We're gonna go through what has happened during the summer, and if I've bought anything or sold anything, and also we're going to play two friendlies, because we have David De Gea in a testimonial and Phil Jones in a testimonial. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about the plan going into this season. But let's start with what has happened in transfers. Now I have a lot of players that I'm trying to buy and stuff like that. Looking at this we are trying to get Benjamin Sesko now as well. And we have a lot of players already that is going to come in. But 25, 25, 25, 23, 24, 24, 24, 24. So all very young players, and won't be arriving. Yeah, all between this one arrives next year, and then we have 2 years until these 4 arrive, and then we have 3 years until these 3 arrive. So yeah, bit sad that we can't get them earlier, but it is what it is. And yeah, let's go into transfer history. Now here's nothing here, but bear with me, we will have a look at things. We have sold Juan Mata as a free transfer. We had to sell Andreas Pereiro, and the board wasn't happy about that. The fans wasn't happy about that, because they have some high hopes that he's going to be a brilliant footballer. Now he's 26, so I just thought that it was about time that he moved along, since he hasn't taken a regular position in United. And Edison Cavani left us on a free transfer to Juventus. And we got rid of this player again. We lost 50,000 because they bought him for 550, and we bought him for 500,000. But the board was extremely, should I say, mad about that I bought such a low quality player, they said. So yeah, I just thought that maybe there wasn't any talent there after all. But this is probably the thing that I think is most sad, and that is that I have sold Chola Shortire, and yeah, we just had to. The money wasn't there anymore. And let's go back here and have a look at this. Erling Haaland has signed for us, but it cost us £122 million. Now that was an extreme amount of money, and I could only splash out about 80 something. So we owe them a lot of money still, and we're going to go into clauses here to see how that's going to be paid. So yeah, that's pretty much the only players that I've bought so far is Erling Haaland, and hopefully that will be good enough to get us a chance of winning the league, or at least really fight for it this year, and not let Liverpool run away with it as they did before, last season, I should say. So yeah, I can't seem to go any further back than that, which is very strange. These are all the players that I bought last season, but we can remember that before that we had a lot of players here as well. Well, they're all gone. That's strange. Here's the clauses, and we can see Erling Haaland. We have 10% of the next transfer fee will go to Erling Haaland, to will go to Erling Haaland. Okay. Dortmund are owed another 3 installments of £11,091,000. I mean, £12 million a year for 3 years in a row as well. So he's going to cost us a lot of money. And yeah, but we got him. And the reason why I had to buy him there and then, why I had to be doing it as quick as possible, because Manchester City placed a bid on him for 102 or something like that, and were competing with us, and yeah. But we got him, and having a look at him here, we can see that he is pretty good in these numbers. Don't know if he is good in other numbers, but I'm pretty sure that he is, because of the star rating here and the amount of words that you've heard about him. So yeah. Now, this means that we haven't been able to strengthen the squad any other place than in the attack. Now, getting Karim injured here, even if it's only out for about 3 weeks, means that I just thought that maybe we need that. Let's go shortly. Maybe we need him as well. This Benjamin Sisko. We can't afford to place a bid on this one, which was the one that I really wanted. Beside Haaland, I wanted Delight, but we can't afford him. 71 to 92 million pounds is his transfer value. So yeah, we are of course very, very interested in him, but yeah, we can't sign him. We don't have the money. Maybe we can get him next year, but yeah. Other than that, we have Liverpool signed Frankie de Jong as well as that Paulo Diablo, or Diabala. So they have strengthened their squad, and they have this little lad as well that I was hoping to be able to buy, but there's no chance in hell that I'm going to be able to pay 162 to 178 million pounds for this one. So I wonder how good he's going to get. Incredible. But anyway, so yeah, Liverpool have strengthened their squad, and hopefully they will be players. They're both players that will cause some problems in the team, and so that we can see here that they have signed 2 of the players that I had on the short list. Those 2 that I was talking about. Dybala went on free transfer, so and we offered him a contract, but he rejected us and signed for Liverpool. So let's hope that for our sake, or for my sake anyway, I hope that these 2 players will cause problems that will make Liverpool not be able to be as good as they were last season. Having a look at the schedule here, we can see that we have won all our friendlies so far. Now we have a game against Red Bull Salzburg, which is De Gea testimonial. Then we have Bayer Leverkusen, which is Jones testimonial. And after that Leverkusen game, I am going to put Jones on the transfers list. I don't want to sell him before he's had his testimonial. I'll wait until after that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be playing these 2 games, having a little talk of what we hope that this season will bring, and looking at some of the things here. Do not sign players over the age of 30. Why not? Work within the weight budget on course so far. Yeah, that's good. Minimum 4-year contracts on first team players. Not judging. Champions League, they want us to reach the semi-final, which is going to be very hard, but yeah, we can. Premier League, qualify for the Champions League. We should be doing that because we should be better than we were last season. FA Cup, they want us to reach the final. That's going to be hard. And Carabao Cup is, of course, not important. So I'm going to be using a lot of youth players and players that I believe can become good within a couple of seasons here. And like Alfie Devine and players like that going to be playing in that cup if they're fresh and healthy and everything. So we're having a look here at the competition. This is not ready yet to be put up. The Champions League, we can see that, for example, Malmö FF playing Slovan Bratislava. Can we? I don't want to, but yeah. Just gonna see if I could choose to look at that game if I wanted to. Emirates FA Cup reaching final as a minimum, that's to say. We haven't been entering into those competitions yet. Now, maybe we should talk about what happened last season as well, especially in the Champions League, because if we go to history, past winner, we can say Liverpool won the Champions League. They did beat Real Madrid 2-1 in that final, and funny part was probably that they were extremely close to equalize. They equalized. They put one back when it was about 3 or 4 minutes left, and then they had an attack which could have ended up in a goal right after that as well, with just second left of the game, but they didn't manage to score there. So yeah, interesting. Now it's way back. Oh, it's a long time ago since we were in a final. Back in 10-11. That's sad. Losing 2 Champions League finals against Barcelona, that's not good. Anyway, I think we're going to go and play that game against Salzburg, and we're going to have to remember to use De Gea so he gets to play his own testimonial. And next game we're going to have to, let's see what this is. First of all, I don't want to sell him. I don't think I want to sell him. Have I placed him on the transfers list? Let's have a look at his. No, I have not. So I'm not going to sell him. Reject offer. Too much left to validate him. He's 18 years old, so does have a lot of bad numbers though. Maybe I should have sold him. I'm trying to sell this player. We did buy him for £700, but £700,000, but he's not been good at all. And so I'm trying to get 1.2. That's $500,000 more than I paid for him. So yeah, and I know I'm not making money because I've paid his salary for over a season. So we sell Mengi here. He's gonna leave and sign for Newcastle. And another interesting thing, by the way, in the summary last season, the signing of the season was actually Anel. That was the signing of the season. So I think I'm going to try and use Varane and Anel together as a central defenders instead of Maguire, having Maguire as the first reserve, actually, of course, to come in if something happens. So even if I don't have brilliant central defender, I have a lot of central defender that are good. Victor Lindelof, Anel, Varane, and of course Maguire. Now Varane has been injured and he's out for another 9 days. We have Alfie injured. I think I might have been training a little too hard when it comes to pre-season games here. We have Pogba injured, and we have just gotten Bruno Fernandes back after, I think it's 4 weeks something that he was out injured. So yeah, we've been playing with Donny van de Beek, and I tried to sell him because that's £30 million that I could use to try and get someone else. But yeah, not having the luck with that so far. Now Karim injured as well here, out for about 3 weeks. So I'm gonna place Hugel in there. And let's have a go up with this team. David De Gea in goal, so that's going to be okay. And let's see if they're going to play with Cisco, if he's going to be playing one of his last game for Salzburg, or if he will be benched or not used at all. Menji there now. We can have another go at trying to get a work permit for Pablo Torre. I think that it's going to be hard, but looking at his numbers is brilliant. But I'm trying to lend him out and look at the amount of money that he's worth as well. So he should really be able to get a work permit, but I'm trying to lend him out. So yeah, Cisco, let's hope he gets a work permit. And then we have here, yeah, we don't care about that. And the Thursday, the 21st of July, so that's tomorrow that we're going to get the answer if Torres will, or Torre, I don't know. But for now, we're going to be playing Salzburg. Let's see what we can muster up here. Having a look at this team. And we need to start using the players from start to finish. And because I want them to be fully fit. And Bruno Fernandes there is not fit. He should only be given a game of 45 minutes. So he's going to come on in the second half. So we're going to let Van de Beek continue in that position. So let's start this game. It's a testimonial for David De Gea. And that's an interesting thing. And I hope that James won't be injured. I don't see Benjamin. No, it looks like Benjamin is out of this game because they are going to try and sell him to us. Then they keep him off the team. Let's kick off. Let's skip this. Let's get the game on the way. And yeah, I turned that off. Let's see what happens here. Valachi. There we go. Some sound. They're controlling the ball good at the moment. Let's see if we can get something going here. Now I'm hoping that the signing of Holland will make us a little bit closer to Liverpool. But yeah, we really could use a couple of more really good players like Delight, like a brilliant goalkeeper would have been cool. And as I said, Delight would have been really good. And oh, there's Cristiano Ronaldo. Brilliant. And perhaps some midfielder, especially in the right and left. I mean, Rashford doesn't seem to be able to get that position. And if I play him as a striker, he's not good there either. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Here we go. Sancho and Holland and Rashford. And you can see, open goal, and he still misses it. So, I mean, I don't know why they've made Rashford that bad in this game. but it seems to be have been made bad. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment. I think he's quite a good lad, but I know that he's in a hard situation at the moment in Manchester United in real life as well. He hasn't produced for half a year or something, but before that he was really good. So I mean, his career should be ended. He should come out of it. And I mean, when we played as good as we have, because I feel that we have been playing a lot better than they have in real life. In real life, they have really been struggling, even under Rangnick. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can reach a Champions League position. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens if we don't in real life, because that's a lot of money, and the question is, will the Glazers give up then and sell the team to some oil sheikh or something like that, or will they continue to try and get back? Because Champions League money is a lot of money, so if you don't get that, then you don't. Oh! Then you're not in the financial battle with the other teams, that's for sure. So after the first half, we have a lead, but yeah, let's go with that. McTominay, Sancho, Bin-Saka. Now, I should also mention that I did have a little quarrel with Paul Pogba. It should be resolved, but I did have a quarrel with him during the summer because I wanted to try and get to sell him for £100 million. But yeah, there was nobody that wanted to buy him because he had a too high salary and stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunately we had to keep him, and yeah, I wanted to sell that one and try to buy that young promising central midfielder in Real Madrid, Camavinga or something his name is. I've heard his name a couple of times, and I've seen him especially in oh crap, he had to be offside, wasn't he? Yeah. No, that's a corner, so he wasn't offside. So yeah, I wanted to sell Pogba and try to get that Camavinga, but yeah, it didn't work out. So I did have he was a bit pissed off on me this summer, but seems to be okay again since I took him off the transfers list and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know how to solve that problem though. I do know that I need to buy younger, cheaper players, especially I need to buy players that can keep the salary down, because we have a way too high salary cost every month here. So yeah, and that's why we need to reach semi-final in the Champions League and stuff. And going out of if we don't qualify for the Champions League, we will have massive problems, because we will have problems with the fact that we can't afford to keep all these players without Champions League football. That's just pure and simple. Now, who do we get rid of, and who wants to leave, and who will they want to buy, and on all those questions will just be too much, to be honest. So yeah, I don't really know how to solve that, but we are working on it. But we're of course working on staying in the Champions League. Shaw. Rashford to Shaw to Beek. Now Beek was another problem that they didn't want to pay his high salary. Cristiano Ronaldo. I had a couple of teams that wanted to sign him, but they couldn't afford his salary, is what they said, so they didn't buy him at the end. They left bids and they were accepted bids on £30 million, but they all fell through because Donny de Beek wanted too much of a salary. So that's a big problem, getting rid of players because of the high salary that they have. Now, I guess we don't have the salary problem that Barcelona have, even if we have really high salaries. I don't think we can compete with Barcelona when it comes to that, I guess. But yeah, it is. Especially, oh, good goal by Erland Haaland. So he gets to score in this game as well. And now I'm thinking I might be needing to change a couple of players. I don't want to bring him in, Phil Jones, because I want him to start. You can see here as well that we have kept Brandon Williams in the team, or in the squad now, and he was out on loan the entire last season. I'm going to try and find a way to use him, because I do like Brandon Williams. I think in the real life, I think he has real high potential to become something, but I don't know if he's going to get there, because yeah, there is of course problem. Oh, there are problems. Sorry, I got lost there in my thoughts. There's problem with Williams, and here we have Erling Haaland, and both players down there are really struggling and having a fit. Cristiano Ronaldo, we can't get Cristiano Ronaldo. No, not Cristiano Ronaldo. That's not good. Not good at all. That's not good. We'll just have to hope that Sesko gets his work permit and that he's good enough to make an impact, because this is problematic. I mean, Haaland is probably as good as Cristiano Ronaldo, if not better. But yeah, that's why we wanted two really good strikers, and it is most likely the last season that Cristiano Ronaldo will play, and we wanted him to have a good last season. So let's hope that it's nothing serious with his foot. Hopefully it's just a little bruised that he will be, so that he will be back. But I fear that that he will be away for months now, and that will be problematic. He's such an important player for us. He's single-handedly won us a lot of games last season, and yeah, Greenwood hasn't had. I mean, Solskjaer's constantly talked about him being one of the best finisher that he's ever seen, but yeah, it's not shown that during my period as a manager here though. But yeah, here's Lingard, here's Williams to Bruno Fernandes, to McTominay, and the game is over. We win 4-0 in this testimonial, so he gets to keep a clean sheet. Now we have to see what happened to Cristiano Ronaldo. How long will he be away, and so on and so forth. Testimonial, Manchester United owner De Gea, yes. Take a deep breath, let's have a look. And he will be out for about 4 weeks. No. Well, we're going to leave it to physios directly because we don't need him in the testimonial game for Phil Jones. But oh my God, that was such a sad news to have Cristiano Ronaldo injured. We really needed him. So let's take him out completely. Let's have Haaland play in that position. And we don't have Karim is injured, out for 3 weeks. Ronaldo for 4 weeks. Divine is out for 3 months. Yes, you heard me right. He's out for 3 months, which was extremely irritated, I think. Varane out for another 7 days. He's been out for 4 weeks. So, yeah. Sad situation here. And as I said, Pablo Torre hasn't been able to get a work permit yet. We're hoping that he will get one. Otherwise, I hope that he will go to Rapid Wien for a loan and stay there for the next season. Hopefully coming back as a better player and being able to get work permit. So I feel that, to be honest, I feel that Torre should really be able to take a position in the team. So, yeah. Let's see here. Intention. Manchester United midfielder. Yeah, I think he wasn't any good. Granada, 1.2 as well. Let's do that. 1.2 is our paint limit. If anybody bid lower than that, they won't get him. What was it I was going to do here? I was going to talk about something. Yeah, Pablo Torre here. He is already a good player, but of course I think he has the potential to take the Bruno position in the team. And if he gets that, which would be very, very cool. But going down like this, I don't know if he doesn't get to train with us because of that he doesn't have the work permit, or is the games even played in the under 23 and stuff like that so important? I don't really know, but yeah, I'm hoping that either he gets a loan work permit or that we can lend him out so that he can continue to develop, because I have high hopes for him being a player that could maybe not take over, maybe not be as good as Bruno, but be very close to Bruno's. And let's see, a work permit was rejected, so let's hope that he gets... That's not good. And let's see if we get Sesko before the Bayer Leverkusen game. That would have been good. But we need to get that work permit for him. In that case, what happens here? Team selected and advised. Jones prepared for the testimonial. Yes, and we're gonna do something like, let's take out Anel and put in Phil Jones, and he's going to be playing together with Harry Maguire. English central defense. And Rafael Varane is not back yet, so, and we could use a striker to play with. Should we play with him? Let's put him in to play together with Erling Haaland, that Roberto Lopez. Just to make some commercial for him, whatever you call it, just to show him off to the teams that might be or get interested in him. Maybe Leverkusen wants him after the game. That would have been cool. Let's go here. and I can't get rid of this player. He's a Spanish right defender, which I'm trying to sell, but he's never getting a work permit, and still it's always English clubs that are trying to buy him. I don't know why, but yeah. So Burnley give up on him as well. Torre is going to go to Rapid Wien. That's good. Let's make I wish there was some way I could tell him that I'll send him away because I want him to develop so that he gets work permits. And as soon as, yeah, I felt I had a little alternative, but to loan you out because you don't have a work permit and cannot play for us. I can't disagree with that. You have to do what's necessary. Fair enough. Great, Tony, but I'm looking forward to my next challenge. You're going to come back, hopefully. We're going to get... we're hopefully going to get a work permit for you before too long. Let's hope you get it before you're 20. When is the next time we can apply? In 118 days. And so, yeah, it's before he's 20 though. And, sorry. And so, yeah, I think it's sad that we can't get a work permit for him. But I think if they use him, they really should. He really should develop into a good player. I'm pretty sure of that. We're going to have to praise a couple of players here that have been playing well or trained well. I mean, so yeah, and I don't know, but Rashford here again. He's training very well. I'm very proud over him as when it comes to his training. But as I said, his crap in the team. When I apply him every time, he's crap. So yeah, I don't know what to do. You can see here there we have the Premier League game starting. So that's the next episode. This is the last game that we're going to play. We're going to go through everything here and see what we have, what kind of possibilities we have to for this season, and so on and so forth. So yeah, now they want Leon King. I don't want to sell him, but they want to lend him. Hull City want to loan him, and they are, and he's 18. I think I'm going to lend him out, except that he's 18 years old already, so he can't be playing in the under 18, can he? He's not allowed there, unless, yeah, let's loan him out. Let's give him out on loan. And yeah, another two teams that wants to buy Lopez. Let's hope that we can get. And now they're trying to buy Yosofo Mukuku, whom I wanted as well, but he's a striker, and I've got plenty of strikers now that I'm pleased with. If I get Sesko, I am not going to be complaining about I'm not going to be complaining about the strikers if I get Sesko as well, because that's the last key I think that we need in order to keep. And we do get him, and he's get his application for work permit go through, and we have another 19-year-old wonder kid signing for us, and that's going to be interesting. I think that we now have 4 really good strikers, and that means that Greenwood and Rashford will completely be used only on the right and left midfield, and so they are not strikers anymore. So interesting. We're not going to do that here. We're going to go in We can do that here, by the way. Striker and advanced forward, so we know where he's going to be playing, and I think I'm going to be putting on attacking movement at the moment, or maybe strength. Yeah, let's have him work on strength. And we're going to wait until we can, and we send him on intensive language course and ask Rashford to make him feel welcome to the club. Now, I don't know if Sesko's going away now because of the language course, or if he's going to be able to be put in to the team. I'm not going to be playing Robert Lopez then if Sesko comes, or if it's possible for Sesko to play. We're just going to have to see what happens now that we play against Leverkusen. Let's have a look that Jones is in the game. He is. He's starting the game. Saka is kind of tired. Luke Shaw is tired. Sancho. But they're all going to be exchanged in the second half. So Delot and Williams is going to come in, though, in the second half, so to speak. And Amad Diallo is another right midfielder that we're going to try and get to give a couple of games this season. The 20-year-old Ivorian, yeah, coming from Africa. I hope that's enough. So it's going to be tough for Greenwood to take a position in the team, because Greenwood, Sancho and Diallo will all three be fighting for that right midfield position. And then we have a problem there is problem in the central of the midfield, of course. When we have our best players healthy, Pogba and Bruno, I think we're going to be able to beat any team in the league. But once they are injured or not healthy to play, we're going to struggle. But yeah, let's just get on with this game, and so we can go through the team and everything that we want to go through before we end this episode. I am going to talk about a little more things before we end the episode after this game. And then I'm looking forward to the next episode, where we will start the Premier League season with a game away, I think it was. But it was against Everton anyway, our Premier game. And I think it was away, so let's see what we can do here in this testimonial. Rashford, not good this time either. Let's see, De Gea gets it away. Here's Rashford. Here's Sesko. Should we be keeping an eye on Sesko, perhaps? Try to keep an eye on Sesko. I want to see his movements and stuff like that. He's not running offside at the moment. Keeping it low, and here he comes with a header going outside. So yeah, interesting. Haaland taking the position of Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Rashford. You can see Sesko running in there. He's completely free for a short while in the central of the penalty area there. It took some time before they marked him, but they couldn't get the ball into him, unfortunately. So, Beek, no, that's not a good pass by Van der Beek. It's going to be interesting to see when Bruno comes in for the second half, to see if he can be... Oh no! Holy smokes. And this is why Jones is going to be sold after this game, or try to get him sold after this game. He's not good enough to be playing for us anymore, unfortunately. Jones is a player that when he came to United, the potential he had was so great. I actually thought that he would become a new... Here's Sesko, and oh! I actually did thought that Jones would be a new Rio Ferdinand or Vidic, a really good central defender, but he ended up in the same situation. Oh, good equalizer by Holland. He ended up in the same situation as another great footballer, or another one that could have been a really great footballer, and that is Wes Brown. I had the same feeling about Wes Brown when he came through. He had such tremendous talent, same as Phil Jones. Both of them were so full of talent, and I do believe that both their careers were destroyed through injuries. I think that if they'd had injury-free careers, they would have been able to become some of the United greats. Oh, Benjamin Sesko, he scores in his debut. Great. But unfortunately, that is what happens to some players, and you can say the same when it comes to Michael Owen, starting out. Though his injury started a bit later in his career. I think he was somewhere around 25 or something like that when his problem started. But once his injury problem started, his career was over, and he never really got back to any great form or whatever. Sesko again there, but he never got back into something great. I mean, he was a good substitute for Manchester United during those during that time when he signed for United. He was a good substitute, and I mean, the games that he played, I don't remember how many it was, but it wasn't very many a season, and that's what he could master to do because of his injuries and because where he was. And yeah, I think he made the right decision. Not the right decision when it comes to what he will be remembered amongst the supporters, because we all know that the Liverpool supporters really can't stand him because he went to Manchester United, which is a shame, because as what I can remember, Michael Owen had two teams to choose from. Nobody else wanted him, and that was Hull City, who was struggling to stay in the division, and it was Manchester United, who was fighting for league titles. And yeah, I mean, I don't think he made the wrong decisions. I think he made the absolute right decision to go to Manchester United. As a player, if you just go for the player decision, he made the right decision. Now he's a Liverpool lad, and he loves his Liverpool, and of course that makes it a problem. But other than that, of course he shouldn't be. I mean, they didn't give him a chance to come back. He tried to come back to Liverpool season after season after season, and they didn't want him back. Either he was too expensive, or he was too injured, or whatever. They didn't want him. And yeah, to be quite honest, if I was a player, I wouldn't like to play for Liverpool. I'm sure I would have loved to play for Manchester United if I was a player. If I'd been a player, and if I'd been any good whatsoever, of course, it would have been the dream to play for Manchester United. But going back to the 80s, when Liverpool were a powerhouse and United was a weak team, I mean, would I have joined Liverpool despite being a United supporter? if United didn't want me and that was my only way to win a league trophy, I'm pretty sure I would have joined Liverpool in that situation. And I don't think that you should be hating a player because he makes that decision. Newcastle didn't want him anymore. So, as I said, the only two teams that really wanted him was Manchester United and Hull City. And the only reason United wanted him because he was... they could spare him with games, so to speak. They could give him 10 or 20 games per season and that would be good enough for him, and his injuries would withstand that, which were very important, of course. So, yeah. But we've talked too much about Michael Owen now. Let's continue here to have a look. I think my computer is having some problems because it's very sticky or whatever. I am getting some really strange lock-ins. It freezes up from time to time here, I can see. I don't know if it's temporary or if it's the computer that is starting to break. That would have been shy. That would really make me sad if the computer will break. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous about what's happening. And I can see I've forgotten to change this back. I don't know if you like the TV camera more, but maybe we should be playing in this director. Haaland scoring again. So Haaland, Sesko, Shaw and Haaland with our 4-1 lead here against Leverkusen. With Jones in the defence, and Jones has played an okay game, 6.9 in average rating. Sesko has been good, 8.2. See that? Wasn't very good. Well, it was good for in the game where we scored, but just before we scored, everything was cracking, and that is, of course, not good. So maybe I should, once this episode is over, I'm going to be restarting the computer and everything, and hopefully that will go away. But who knows? I can't see any real problems. Otherwise, it's got to be. I don't think I have anything running in the background more than OBS, but maybe there is something that is making problems here that I should be looking at. Oh, Rashford, Sesko, Shaw, Jones, McTominay. Oh, I've forgotten. I haven't taken in Bruno Fernandes. Let him enter the stage here and see what he can do in the last couple of seconds that we have left here, or minutes. 10 minutes to go, about 10 minutes. Sesko, Van der Beek, here's Haaland. Haaland, he comes way out of goal, and that's McTominay. And Bruno Fernandes is coming in for Donny Bate, and Harry Maguire gets injured. Harry Maguire injured. So let's put in Anel. And look at all these tired players. Let's put in Diallo there. Let's put in Jesse Lingard there. McTominay. Is there anybody that can play for McTominay? Yeah, let's put James Garner in. Another youth player that looks like he can become something. So, yeah. Other than that, I mean, Van Sake is tired, so let's get Dalot in there. Luke Shaw is tired, so let's get Brandon Williams in there. Haaland and Sesko are quite tired, but I don't think that yeah, sure. Jason Greenwood could come in, but who should he replace? Haaland or Sesko? I'm gonna be giving him the Haaland position for just one reason, and that is because I want to rest Haaland for the rest of this game, even if it's just a couple of minutes. So, and the sound disappeared here now. Now it's back. Very strange. Here's Williams. Here's Jones. Fernandes. Garner has already gotten a yellow card. That's not good. Jones, Fernandes, Garner, Jones. Oh, they're playing it around our back here. And here's Sesko. Fernandes, Lingard, Williams, Sesko. Or is it Chesko? I don't really know, to be honest. Here's Dalot. Here's Ahmad. And here's Lingard. And it's another goal, 6-1. And a lovely goal that is. Leverkusen shouldn't be a really bad team, so maybe we do have a little better team this season than we had last season. I mean, some of the young players have become better and so on and so forth. So let's hope that this will be a team that can compete both in the league and in Europe and in the other cups as well. It's going to be interesting to use a lot of these players. It's going to be interesting to play the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we can stay on it with a lot of reserve players and youth players and get some good results in that cup as well. And then we have the FA Cup that we need to be a lot better this season than we were last season. We can't go out in our very first game. So, yeah, let's hope that we don't fall out of the FA Cup. Well, good win, another good win, 6-1 at home against Leverkusen in this game. Good game. We played very well, and yeah, the testimonials are over. And Harry Maguire is out for another 4 weeks. That's not good. So let's start up with a home screen here. Do I have anything here that we can talk about? No, not much to say. Then we have the inbox, have nothing new there. Squad. Looking at the squad depth, we do have Haaland and Cristiano Ronaldo, the 2 best strikers, of course. Sesko is nowhere near there. Sesko is way down behind Greenwood, Adieku and Rashford, and oh, that's not good. But I'm gonna use Sesko. I'm pretty sure of that. Looking at left midfielder, we have Sancho. Maybe he should be playing on the left. Sancho, he's 4 stars there, and it's only 3.5 on the right side. So maybe he should be a left midfielder and not a right midfielder. The best defender left should be Alice Telles, it tells me here, but I don't think so. I want Luke Shaw there. Varane, of course, the best, and Harry Maguire, and then Tsunabe that we have lent out. And then Luke Shaw and Lindelof, and well, I really don't think I'm going to be paying much attention to that, to be honest. Yes, Pogba and Fernandes are the 2 that I want there. And Sancho, Lingard, whatever. Dynamics. We can see the hierarchy in the team here, that we are high. Then we have Cristiano Ronaldo, Pogba and De Gea. Then a bunch of players here and influential players here. And then we have other players down here. So the tactics, we are pretty much in the same tactics as we've had. Staff, we have signed 2 new coaches. So we now have 11 coaches. Hopefully that will help us. We have training, medical center, schedule. As I said, in 7 days we're going to face Everton and so on and so forth. And we have talked about the transfers. We have talked about the visions, and we have talked about the financial situation. So I guess all there is to say is to say, not see. All there is to say is that I'll see you in the first episode, I hope, of this second season. And I'll just end with a bye-bye-bye.